Jimmy Schwartz grew up as a thin kid, but as a 240-plus pound adult, his weight issues left him depressed and hopeless.
It starts to affect every single facet of your life from the time that you wake up and the time you go to bed. It tears you apart inside. I began trying about everything that you could think of. I would order these big diet kits that came with entire meal plans, supplements, calorie counters. I was going to the grocery store, buying everything healthy that you could think of and spending a lot of hours meal prepping. But in the end, I always felt like I just had to accept the fact that there wasn't a diet out there, that was going to agree with my lifestyle, and I was never going to be skinny again.
But that's when Jimmy stumbled across something that did work.
It probably was the busiest week of my life. It was the week that my oldest son was born.
In the glorious chaos of the blessed event, Jimmy only had time to eat once a day.
I stepped on the scale and I noticed that my weight had gone down.
So simple, yet powerful enough to change his life.
I began to think about, where do I want to be 5 years from now? Because I don't want these issues to happen again. I want to be a better person. If I could never fix what was going on the inside, I could never be the person that my family wants me to be or I want to be. So I sat down and I wrote down everything that I was going to do to fix these issues that were going on in my life. And I remember looking up at one of my family photos, and I remember instantly how I felt looking at that picture. I felt embarrassed. I never wanted to feel that way again. So at that point, I realized I needed to do something that worked. Well, what did work for me? When I ate one meal a day in the past, that's what worked for me. It was at that point that I fully committed to Omad, and I've never looked back.
Today, at 160 pounds, happy in mind, body, and soul, Jimmy has dedicated his life to helping others improve theirs.
I founded OmadDiet.com because I wanted to create an awareness of a simple plan that can work for somebody who feels that there's no way out. I know what this diet did for me, and I know what it can do for other people.
There's even a book to walk with you every step of the way.
I wrote my book because I not only wanted to show people how I lost 80 pounds, but how eating one meal a day can become a lifestyle.
A lifestyle that puts you back in charge of much more than just your weight.
Omad has shown me a structured discipline when it comes to eating. This type of discipline has not only just been an eating way of life, but it's carried over to other parts of my life as well. One of my favorite quotes when I think of Omad is, "We don't see things for what they are. We see them for who we are." For anybody out there that's struggling with your weight, I know what you're going through because I've been there. I know what it's like to feel like there's no way out. There's just nothing that's going to work for you. When you finally do find something that does work for you, I promise you that it is worth it. Every day when I wake up, I have a different view of life now. I'm in a much happier state than I was before.
Visit OmadDiet.com to get started today.